everybody, it's Wallguy, and I hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving. I know Meowth and I did. We had some nice food and some time with our family, and it was a good time, so I hope everyone else had the same. During Thanksgiving vacation, I'm betting that a lot of you probably play a lot of video games. You mark that down as a time when you can, open it up a little bit and get in some nice long gaming sessions. And I've been, that way myself in the past, get knifed. But, I don't know, lately I've been busy with a lot of stuff, even during the holidays, and I don't get to get in as many hours as I'd like gaming. And it's often this time of year when things are extra busy for me in particular. But I do play a little bit, been playing a little bit of Black Ops 2, as you know, and a little bit of 2010. And we'll see about Warfighter a little bit down the line when I hear some good news on that front. We're also seeing some colder weather this time of year as it's the fall. And I mean that relatively speaking, of course, because we're in California and cold for us is like in the 50s pretty much. But it feels good, crisp air. It's a big difference from our summer, which is, pretty damn hot, 90 to 100 degrees a lot of the times. And while it may sound like paradise to you, I kind of don't like it. I like the cold. So this is a good time of year. And it brings back good memories, because a lot of times this time of year is when the good games are coming out, the new games, and that goes back with me all the way to the early 80s. Yes, I'm that old. But this time of year you get new games, you play them, you got the cold weather, you maybe like have a TV in your room and you tuck under the sheets, and you just sit there and play games for hours and have no other cares. I mean, that's some good memories for me. So I'm definitely looking forward to gaming some more during this time of year. In this particular game, I came into the server late. I was down slightly, like nothing big, no big deal. I knew I would, overcome that small deficit and blow out the other team eventually. And as you see, I've pulled ahead already by a couple hundred, and I'm heading towards a cruise missile. And if you noticed, I also have not died yet, so that's pretty cool. I always like those games because, Meowth and I do not get low death games very often. Usually we have between, 9 to 12 deaths and then a shit ton of kills because we're just super aggressive and we won't back off when the caution sign comes up, if you will. Anyways, I'm getting close to my cruise here and I'm gonna drop it on them. Having not died, getting that cruise missile. This particular game felt a little bit slower pace or safe or something, and I just felt like there's just no groups of enemies. They're all out on their own, and I figured I'd defensive a lot of my support actions, which I often do when I'm in that circumstance. So I got a nice chain of all the defenses right there, really propping me up, so I'm extra kick-ass and dominant. And we're just piling on basically, because of course my team gets those support actions as well, and it just gives us this nice advantage that we ride out to a big ass lead. Now while you wait patiently for the plot twist of this video, I figured I'd take a little bit of time to talk about our Medal of Honor 2010 server. We get a lot of questions on it, and with all the new games coming out, I'm sure there's some uncertainty out there. But as you know, we have a server on Medal of Honor 2010 called 24/7 Sector Control. And one of the questions we get a lot is, how long are we planning to run it? Now, I mentioned it a while back. We extended the time that the server will run for 3 months back on October 23rd when Warfighter came out. So that means it'll last at least until January 23rd. And I don't have any plans to end the server at that point. As always, I evaluate, the situation of the game, and if the numbers are still okay, if people are still visiting the server in decent numbers, then I'm most likely going to extend it because I like to keep playing the game as long as I can. You saw a moment ago I dropped my cruise that I got, and I still haven't died. We'll see whenever that happens, if that happens. Another server question we get often is, do we now, or are we going to run servers for other games, not just Medal of Honor 2010? And the answer is always, if needed. Now, I consider this server needed for us because, oh, see, there's my first death. I considered this server needed for us because we got banned from pretty much every server there was. I mean, new servers would pop up, we'd quickly get banned, we'd run out of servers to play in again, and it was just ridiculous. And the same thing happened for a lot of high-end players in this game. They just got banned from most servers. And I wanted to have a place where people could come and not have to worry about the retarded, juvenile politics of the average server. And we'll do that for another game if the same situation arises where we're banned from everywhere else and we feel like we just can't find a server where things are fair. And I'd say that's not too likely to happen until we really sink our teeth into some new game. Now look at this. Here's the plot twist I was talking about. I've just been auto-balanced. I'm down almost 1,000 points. The team I was on was absolutely pounding the shit out of the other team thanks to the momentum I gave them. And it was just a total blowout. So now I'm stuck late in the game having to face all the momentum that I created myself. I'm basically having to face the wrath of Wallguy. That is not an easy task, as some of you might know. This is a frequent landmine for very good players because we join up and dominate, and then people bitch out. Of course, the last person in is the one that gets balanced, and since I joined late, well, that's gonna be me almost for sure. Now, I'm sure most of us hate this scenario. I mean, I guess it's a necessary evil since people will bitch out even quicker when teams are unbalanced, but it's still not fun to end up on the crap team when you're the reason that, you know, the other team was winning. I came in, I didn't die, I built all the way up to a cruise, dropped it on them, and then after building up a ton of momentum where we're just going on this terrible dominance of probably a 1,500 point blowout, something like that, and then I get switched to the other team. Now this is the toughest situation you can really be in, to be going up against your own momentum when you're a player like myself. My former team is now super confident and aggressive, they're enjoying the good times, and my new team is cowering and afraid, still waiting for me to drop another cruise on them or something. They don't know that I'm on their team, they're too busy getting bombarded. So I have to build new momentum in limited time. And yeah, the situation is frustrating, but it's also a challenge. And of course, I love challenges. When I get in a situation like this, I don't think, ah crap, I'm fucked. No, I think, screw my other team, I am going to turn this around and kick their ass. In fact, once I switched sides in this game, I was thinking to myself, you know what would be really cool is if I could somehow get a cruise on the other team after dominating them and cruising on them. So a single cruise on each side. We'll see if I can get it done in the time I have. Pulling that off in a situation like this is highly improbable, but that's just the kind of things that me or Meowth would think of when we're put in this situation. We're not like, ah, screw it, and we quit out of the server, and we're like, that's bullshit, I hate auto balance, god damn it. No, nope, when you get in a situation like this, make a little mini game of it for yourself and see if you can pull it off. It doesn't matter if you don't, but see if you can pull it off, because it just adds an extra fun factor, and you really shouldn't stress too much about some meaningless loss that you may or may not get. It's getting awfully late in the round now. They're inching towards the final score, but we've cut off a lot of ground so far. Almost half the lead, I think. I've definitely took the momentum away from them. They're starting to get frantic and uncomfortable and lacking confidence, and my team suddenly feels like they can get shit done. And that was one of my goals, so I'm feeling good about that. I'm looking at my score streak and thinking, I'm gonna run out of time. This is just, what a shame. I could have had my cruise on each team, but I got auto balanced just a little bit too late. Here I'm about to get my strafing run, and once you get a strafing run, it's almost a guaranteed cruise, at least for me usually. So that's how it ends right here. Not a bad comeback. It was pretty good to turn that kind of heavy momentum around. Not easy to do, so I had a lot of fun with that game, and just think about those types of scenarios when you could get upset, you could get down, turn it into something positive. Just see how far you can push yourself, see what you can do. You'll find fun in little things like that rather than just raging about them. Thanks for listening, everyone. I hope your holidays continue to be happy, and if you haven't seen Meowth's last video, check it out.